Welcome back. It's good to see you again. It's a very dull and rainy day here where I live in central France. Okay, I hope it's good weather where you live. Today, we're going to look together at, I'd call a trick or a truck, a pointer, a hack that goes with speaking English, one of the tenses. And we're going to focus on very simple do. Do, do, do. We're busy doing nothing, working the whole day long, trying to find lots of things not to do. Now that is a song, and I'm not going to sing it, sung by the famous singer Bing Crosby in a film in 1949. Busy Doing Nothing, soundtrack to the film A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. Okay, it's also a book by Mark Twain. So, we use do and does to make questions with the present simple tense. So an example of the present simple tense would be I work, he works. So the present simple plus do. That's what we're focusing on today. And it's quite easy to think of because most of the conjugation, most of the verb agreement is do. So I do, you do, he, she, and it does. Now that's the tricky bit. You do, we do, they do. So it's an irregular and unusual because irregulars are usually all over the place. This one isn't. It's do, 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 I do, they do, we do, you do. It's only that third person, he, she, and it, that does. She does, he does, it does. Okay. And there it is for you to see. And I'll read it again. I do, he does, she does, it does. We do, you do, they do. So most of it is do. Okay, let's think of some examples. I do karate. I do singing. I do like chocolate cake. I do want to go. Really? Okay. So very, very useful conversation. You don't always have to use it. Those sentences would be fine with I like chocolate cake or I want to go, but do add something extra here, almost in the way of emphasis. So I'm going to say those again. I do karate. Might be I do ballet. I do singing. I do dancing. You know, what do you do? What are your activities, your hobbies? I do like chocolate cake. Yeah, I do like it. I do want to go. Really? Okay. So here are some very simple statements, 3 at the beginning, and then we're going to make them negative, right? So I do like watching BBC One. Okay, your turn. I do enjoy walking in the countryside. Okay, your turn. I do like listening to music. Okay, your turn. Right. And as I sometimes do, I'm going to say those in normal speed, fast English. I do like watching BBC One. I do enjoy walking in the countryside. I do like listening to music. Okay. Now we're going to look at some negatives. This do, does is very useful for making simple negative statements. I do not enjoy cricket, or I don't enjoy cricket. The contraction is don't. He does not go to class. He doesn't go to class. They don't like tennis. They do not like tennis. They don't like tennis. Okay, and 2 more. Dogs don't like hot weather. My mum doesn't like chocolate. So most of the time you're going to hear it as a contraction. So I don't, he doesn't, we don't, they don't, you don't. I may have missed one there. And you can make a very simple question. Do you like chocolate? Do you watch Netflix? Does it rain a lot in England? Okay, we'll go through those questions again. I'll say them and then you repeat after me. Do you like chocolate? Do you like chocolate? Rising intonation. Your turn. Do you watch Netflix? Do you watch Netflix? Rising intonation. Does it rain a lot in England? Does it rain a lot in England? Okay. So we use do and does with question words like where and what and when, not who. Okay. So here are some examples. Where do Ruth and Rob live? What does Janice do? What's Janice's job? Janice's occupation. When does Kira get up? So you're asking then what time Kira gets up. So where do Ruth and Rob live? What does Janice do? And when does Kira get up? Okay, so let's finish with some simple questions. A mix of where and straight statement transferred into question form. Do you play the piano? Where do you live? Does Jack play football? Where does he come from? Do Rita and Angela live in Manchester? Where do they work? Okay, so showing you that these are do and does, very, very useful for questions. And for getting to know people, which is about the real conversations that we focus on here on the channel. So, where do you come from? Do you come from? Where do you live? Do you live in? What work do you do? Do you like? Do you know? So, really very helpful in having those first conversations when you meet someone and sounding confident in English. Okay. Have a look at those. And I would suggest making your own list of do questions or does questions that you could use when you were talking to someone in a conversation. So asking where someone comes from. Yeah. Do you come from Italy? Where do you live? Oh, do you live in Scarborough? What work do you do? Yeah. Do you like Bridgerton? Do you know Holborn Station? So really very, very useful questions there. And I'm going to make a suggestion for homework. And it's going to be thinking about the weekend, asking someone what they do at the weekend. So you're going to think of questions to ask and the answers that you might give if someone asked you the question. So there we are, throwing that out to you as an idea of what to do for your homework. So you'll see that we've taken the present simple tense and added do and does and done quite a lot with it. So we've looked at statements and questions where we change the statement into a question. And then we've looked at questions with some WH, where words, right? Whew, a lot. So thank you for working through that. Have a go at your homework. Remember that if you write something into the comments under the video, I'll do my best to look at it and give you a response. So thank you. Have a great day. Oh, and if you could subscribe, that would be lovely. So see you next time. Bye.